I'm supposed to be the analytical guy, the one who doesn't fall for sales pitches. Then I left corporate and bought the shiny object, and another, and another. When I left Verizon, I told myself I was going to do this right. I read every sales page with my analyst brain on, pressure tested the math, and every single time I convinced myself this one is different. Once I engaged with one, my feed was full of different versions of the same pitch. Each one looked like the silver bullet. 3 programs deep, I saw the pattern. Same playbook with different packaging. Post 3 times a day, go viral, copy what's working for somebody who looks nothing like me. I'd get 4 modules in and hit one of 2 walls. Either it was the same recycled stuff that everyone else was selling, or it was something I couldn't bring myself to do without feeling sick about it. 500 posts in 14 months and I only got 1 client from content. And the worst part wasn't the result. It was looking in the mirror and asking, how did I of all people fall for this? LD said something to me I wish I'd heard a year earlier. You don't need a business model that works. You need one that works for you. Here's what I learned the hard way about that. First, the same model in someone else's resume isn't the same model on yours. Viral content works for a 24-year-old who lives on camera. It doesn't work for a 40-year-old systems thinker who spent 20 years in product strategy. Same activity, different operating system. The same result was never coming. Second, when the model actually fits, you stop needing willpower. Every program wanted me to push harder, be more consistent, show up even when I didn't feel like it. Once I stopped forcing models that weren't built for me and started building from what was already working in my background, relationships with operators, technical depth, knowing how big companies actually buy, willpower stopped being the bottleneck. The work became something that I wanted to do. Third, most of these programs are built around what the seller is good at, not what you're good at. That's why they all sound the same. Post 3 times a day, go viral, copy what's working. Those models worked for the people selling them. They walk you through a square hole because that's the shape of their business. And when you don't fit, they tell you the problem is your discipline. The problem isn't your discipline. The problem is the fit. If my last day of corporate was the end of this month, I wouldn't buy another program before I did the deep inventory that LD's talking about. I'd map out every skill I built in those 20 years, every relationship, everything I actually liked doing and was good at, and I'd look for the move that fits all of it. Build around the life I actually want to live, not just one part of it, not somebody else's resume. The fix wasn't another program. The fix was figuring out my edge, what I actually bring that most people in my market don't have. And once I knew that, picking the right move took an evening, not a year. If you're staring at programs right now trying to figure out which one to buy next, that's the trap I spent 2 years inside of. Comment the word edge and I'll send you the breakdown so you don't have to learn that lesson the way I did.